Alright, and we should be live. Let's just get some music up and running too while we're at it. Alright. So, we'll continue our small... hey Void, welcome. Good seeing you, man. Today we'll work a little bit on some pathings and some foundations for maybe a couple of new houses, though we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking that we're mainly going to work over by the fishing part of the town, just for kicks and giggles today. Oh, you finished your exams? Alright, man. How did you... do you feel like you did well? Or are you sort of feeling a little bit shaky on the results? So, we are going to be working... I suppose this is as good a spot as any. Over here today, like in this general area. I also want to run a path from down here. Like from down here by this house, work a path all the way around and making it up to about here. That's good, man. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. While we run that through here, I think we're going to split it off and have it sort of come running through this and then over here. Making it maybe making a small path come up here for a seating area, and then another house here and here and here. I'm thinking at least. But it's 3 days holiday? Damn, dude. Do you have any plans for it? Or is it for now just chilling and having a good time? Well, I am going to be needing a little bit of that doesn't matter. A little bit of wheat here. So let's fly around to the back, take the wheat from there, and then afterwards take the wheat from this side, or from inside of the base, just so we grab up all of it. Just chilling. Ah, that's nice, dude. It's always really nice to finally get off work or school or whenever after you've finished up a big project. Whether it's an exam or a project at work, it's always super stressful, and it's nice being able to just relax for a while. I totally get that. Oh, I'm going in towards a big project soon, where I'm gonna be able to stream a lot less because of it, which sort of is a little bit upsetting, but it sort of is what it is, right? We can't really do much about it. Remember to grab all of this. And then refill all of the spots here with our wonderful seeds. Hey Sam, welcome. Good seeing you. I wonder why the bot hasn't reacted yet. Well, I'm sure it's good. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it probably is probably just taking a little while to connect for today, I think. Though, I don't know why it's taking longer, but I'm hoping that it's gonna connect up in the next 5 minutes. If not, we'll have to check out what's going on. Why it's acting weird. Let's just drop these guys. We don't need more seeds. And then let's grab all of the wheat here too, while we're at it. But how have you been? Oh, the electricity has gone, really? Oh, it sucks when that happens. It's been a while since I experienced it. Last time I experienced my lights gone out, I think it was actually when I was living at home, but... Oh no! Right, my fuses actually blew, like last year, but... that was a quick switch, so... Like, I was only without power for like 5 minutes. Though I was I was having some mates over and we were having like a board games sort of afternoon, drinks and board games, which was good fun until the light suddenly just went doosh and we had no light, and I know trying to like play board games without any lights is surprisingly difficult, especially considering it gotten rather late. But luckily, they designed fuses with the explicit intent that even a drunk monkey can do, switch them out. So I was able to do it without too many issues. All right, now so the Budricks did join in. There we go. All right, chat's coming in. Do I play Black Myth? You know that Wukong game? No, isn't it what it's called? Black Myth. All of a sudden I'm in doubt on what Black Myth is, but well, that probably answers the question. No, I do not play it. Let's just create some more mud here. Pack mud, that is. Okay, that should be enough. There you go. Wait, do I have some hay bales? I have a few hay bales, but... Alright, so let's decide how that path needs to look. I think I'm gonna make two of these stacks here. I think I want some... I think I might actually want to make this path a little bit fancier than usual. And by that I mean popping in a double layer of this. But of course we're still going to stick with some coarse dirt in it. Do I want to have mud in it? Oh, sorry. Not sure. Maybe, do I want some wood typings in there? It's a story game. Hey Meltdown, hey Stoneblex, welcome guys. A story game. I kind of like a lot of the story games out there. We're just grabbing two of these to get... well, it depends. Do we have any moss left? No. Okay. So let's go grab a shulker of moss. That sounds like a good idea. Just like finally getting some, a lot of moss. How have you guys been though? Everything good? On all sides? On all of you? I also just noticed... Alright, good. Why does that not react the way it's supposed to? Give me just 1 second. For whatever reason, I'm not quite able to do what I want for this. Alright, well, we'll just have to go about it like this, I suppose. I also want to mess about with this sound just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so let's run this thing, get a bunch of moss. Not quite what I wanted. There we go. Okay, that should be enough for me to drop this out here. Well, my personal opinion is probably good that you don't have TikTok. It's right, see you later, Meltdown. Like TikTok is sometimes at least I feel like a lot of people spend too much time on it. No, not necessarily. I wouldn't say it's brain rot. I wouldn't go that far. But I do think that I can say that it's sometimes it takes up too much of the user's time, and them barely realizing how much time it's actually taken. Hey Kiwi, welcome. You're close to 2K followers on TikTok. Oh, damn. Well, I mean, then it's gotta feel a little bit weird, because that probably means you produce quite a bit of content. That you're not doing that anymore, I suppose. Nice. Alright, we have all the moss that we can put in our inventory for now. Let's just shove that in here. Jump back down here and fill up one final time. Well, you know, I have a personal philosophy that it's actually healthy to be bored. Like, you shouldn't, like, sometimes I sit down with the explicit purpose of being bored, because most of the time, when I'm no longer distracted by things, I realize a lot of the things I should be doing instead. meaning that, like, alright, see you later, Void. Nice seeing you again, man. It's super nice when you're here, and it was only short, but quite cozy. Hope to see you again soon, man. But sitting down and being bored, I think it's actually like a pretty a thing everyone should try and consciously do every now and then. Alright, and that's all the moss that we require for this. So let's pop that down here. Like, for a long time, we've just been like only grabbing like half an inventory of moss. So now that we're bringing home a full shulker and plus a little bit, I think we're gonna be good for a good while. You have a dumb question. Well, there is no such thing as a dumb question. Well, no, actually, I'll take that back. There are definitely dumb questions, but I doubt that's going to be one of them. I had something I had to do during a little bit later. Like, I've started up this project at work, so I had to return to work and sort of just do a bunch of stuff there. Like, I was very preoccupied, you could say. And there's gonna be a few streams like that going forward. I'm still gonna try to stream every day. Some of them might just be a lot shorter than what we're used to. But I'll try to stick with my schedule, you know. I'll try to stick to it, but no promises. Well, I was, as I said, I had a meeting and I was already drawing it out for longer than I should have, really, so wait, let's just get a shovel, because we're going to have to shovel some sand, some dirt and stuff out of there. Where's the shovel? We should have a shovel in here. At least one. Neat. Okay, I think I'm gonna start out by having the path sort of come from down here. And then we figure out the rest of the pathing from here. You know what? I'm just gonna... get out of my way. There you go. Okay, so that starts the path. Okay, that gives us a rough line for where I want to be pulling the path. So let's just grab this here and then start with the path blocks here. Your channel description is great. What does it say? Just if you could type it out in chat, then I can read it from here rather than having to go visit your channel right now. Actually, rather one. We'll block there. Yeah, good. Let's just remove all of the blocks that I put wrong. There we go. I think that makes for quite a lovely path. Now I just need to start running it over here. Or up here. And we'll come back with some with some slabs eventually. We'll continue to run it here. The reason why I'm making it so wide here is I think it's gonna look a lot better, plus I wanna like round it out a little bit. Hey, Surgeon 10. Well, you're more than welcome to. But it's really up to you. We'll pull this one through. But before you do like and subscribe, or before you make a decision on whether or not you want to, Sergeant, how about I show you my my tiny world here? It's a hardcore world, and we're currently almost 1,950 days in. We sort of built this small village over those almost 2,000 days. We built this mountain range that we're currently on, the skull, the island over there, and the dragon. Meltdown, I think he really wants your attention here. Give him a response. I'm not gonna say anything regardless of what you say, but I might change that out too. Yeah, we're gonna change that out. You need to wait another day for what? I think we're just gonna change out this entire part here too for pathing. Like that. Perfect. We break that. Grab this. Pull that down here. That's not breakable by hand. Hey, the Drifter, welcome. And welcome, Fawn. Nice seeing you guys. The assistant, oh, what are you exactly asking them to say yeah or no to? Just for those who just joined, Sergeant. I guess it means that we also should remove some of the wall. Though I want to keep this wall most or somewhat intact, or at least a part of it. Alright. Well, I suppose you have your answer there, Sergeant. Do I have RL Craft Drigora? No, I do not. But I have played RL Craft, not any particular version of it though. We'll just run this over here. And then up here, I suppose. Maybe we give it a little bit more of a curve. Like this. Bring that out a little bit too. Because then we have sort of a pathway here that leads from all the way down there. And we might trim that a little bit down later. I'll remove some of this so we can connect it up to this path here. Remove stair, 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 stair. And then we simply bring it over. Like this. It's not as well defined as many of the other paths that we have, but oh really? Fun, damn. Well, it is up to the individual to try and make sure that they don't drink stuff that can potentially kill them. So, I mean, you shouldn't be too upset about it. You can't know that whether or not she had an allergy, but now that you do know, it's sort of your responsibility to remember it. I'm just gonna make a path that comes through here first. Like the bottom of it. I think. We'll see how it fits in later. Alright, so how does that path look? Probably just fine. Okay, so we'll start dragging it from over here. Yeah. Yeah, it's I've never actually met anyone who is allergic to apples, so it's not something that I would like think too much about unless I knew that that it was a possibility that they could sort of get hurt from it, of course. But I wouldn't like immediately think that, oh right, this person, or rather, that people could be allergic to. Like, I think it's just one of those things you take for, oh, jeez, that gave me a scare. The Twitch is still, it still gets me every time. Never get bored and come up with great builds. I don't know, man. I think, like, I like to watch movies and do all sorts of things, right? And when you have watched like a lot of, I don't know, fantasy movies at least, you sort of get a, whenever I'm building at least, I'm like, oh right, that could actually look really great whenever I watch a movie in my world. Like the other day, or a few weeks ago, I watched Lord of the Rings with Toby. And I was like, alright, look, I gotta build like half of that in my world. Half of the things, or at least things that look like it in my world, because that could look absolutely gorgeous if I were to go about it that way. I do have gravel there. Let's just get coarse dirt instead. Like half of that stuff could look absolutely amazing in my world. And it sort of helps out with sort of the idea for it. Plus, I think naming your builds, or like giving it a lore reason to be there, also really helps out with sort of the idea generation. So, like when you're just building along in your world, it's you go, right, yeah. So I have like, what would a city need to function? Well, it needs to have somewhere where stuff is produced, right? Somewhere where somewhere. Oh, jeez, give me another scare. All right, well then. Where, I don't know, sort of just building and having a fantasy realm that you have seen in about 5 hours. How that's an awfully specific meltdown. But you could try and ask in the Discord when I'll try and look out for it. Yeah, no promises, but If you ping us in the Discord, I'll try to remember. I'll try to remember to check in and make sure that the server is open for you. Supposedly, yes, Aaron did make an announcement yesterday, saying that it was back up and running. So we're gonna take his word for it, and hopefully everything is as it's supposed to be now. Let's just grab some more of that. Bring those down here. That up here. We're gonna need some more coarse dirt. And we'll make that into those. Hey gaming guys! Welcome. My stream so far has been pretty good. As for the IP, this is a single player world, but I do have a server. I can just link it in the chat here for you in a second. And yes, Fawn, I'll open up the server here. Whoops. Wait, hold on. So this is for the top one is of course for might be easier to go through announcements. The top is if you're using Java, and the bottom is if you're using Twitch. There we go with the Bedrock IP, and there we have the Java one. All right. There we go. Okay. So let's continue with this path here, having it run through. I'm gonna do the same thing we have been doing so far with the let's just have that come like that. With the stairs on the side, just to like make it a little bit more visible. That is currently one of the weaknesses this pathing has. It's not super visible, so we definitely want to change that up, making it easy for you guys to see, and for myself to see, where there's supposed to be a path. Okay, good stuff. Bring in a bunch of paths here. Though I'm sort of in doubt what we're going to be making the path stairs out of on this, because I might want to like do it with a color that's less obvious, or that is more obvious than the regular pathing that we usually do. Oh shit, that gave me a scare. The link did not work. It is indeed on. So what message are you getting? Wait, the server might just not be fully up yet. Right, it's having some trouble kicking up, so give me a second. I'll let you guys know as soon as the phantom swooshes. So let's sleep. It's having trouble on one of the fabrics. So give it just a moment. I'll let you know when the server's fully up. Right, I flew back to get some sort of stairs that we can use for highlighting the path. I might want to go with some paths that are... I could of course go with some... no. I'm not a particular fan of that idea. I could go with a wood type, of course, but that does not... Wait, hold on, why is the server having so much issues starting up? Okay, hold on, I'm just going to try and stop it here for a second. Alright, start. Yeah, I'm just going to try and... I shut down the mid process and then started it back up again, because it was having some issues that I haven't seen before, but now I'm just going to keep it open on my second screen, making it a little bit more difficult for me to see what you guys are writing, but give me just a second. I can move it a bit to the side. We're also going to have some light issues over there now, which... you go in here. Let's just go repair the elytra. Is it getting stuck on the same mud there? It seems like it might be. Ow. Oh, that almost repaired the elytra. Oh no. Why did that happen? I hate it when that happens. Alright, we're gonna have to go get a fishing rod. Guess we need to replace this armor stand. I might have to ping Aaron because it's just currently starting forever. Give me 1 second. One moment. Alright, so I tried pinging... Welcome back, Sam. I just tried pinging Aaron, but we'll see how long it takes before he responds. He's in a very different time zone, so... And he might not be able to fix it right away. Grab a couple of blocks, those seem fine. Welcome back, Sam, welcome back. Alright. So, we go up here. I place down this here. This here. Oh wow, this is really laggy. Ooh, we definitely don't want to fall down there. But I don't think it's forward quite enough, so we'll just take it a little bit more forward. And now it should just drop down perfectly to where it's supposed to be. It did not. Oh, I think it did this time though. So now I should be able to hit it. Perfect, and get rid of all of the guys. Good. That means we can tick that off. Okay. So, as for this, we can continue with our small work here. Doing the pathing for the fishing part of the town. I could actually use crimson stairs, I think, for the highlight. Let's just try that and get rid of the fishing rod, because there's no reason for us to run around with a lure 1 fishing rod. Get some more rockets. Let's just use those two. We don't have any more. Because I think the red might, like, it's not gonna look terrible, but it is going to just get a little bit of that path sort of highlighted. So if I go like this all the way. Then we simply go around like this. What's up, fun? What's a good gaming computer? Well, that's the question of the century. I think there's going to be a lot of uh, like, are you talking brand or are you talking like what sort of metric are we measuring from? Ah, how do you know what's a good gaming PC? All right, right. So that is a little bit tricky because it's not always as straightforward. Knowing a good gaming PC from other PCs are sort of a difficult task in many ways because wait, hold on, I'm just gonna make sure that this is good. Good. It's not always as straightforward as just having. Of course, there are certain parts you're looking for. You're looking for a good CPU. You're looking for a good graphics card, and you're looking for a good motherboard. Like if it has those three things, most of the time, it's gonna be a pretty decent computer. But there are other things such as what sort of memory it has, right? So you could talk, does it have SSD? Does it have all sorts of other things that help speed up your computer and its processing power? And those are sort of the things you gotta watch out for. So if you're looking to buy a gaming PC, then I heavily suggest you read about it. Because I haven't bought a good gaming PC in forever since I bought this one. Back when I did buy this one, I bought it, or I did a bunch of research in order to know what was best at the time. Because I really didn't want to spare many expenses on it. But I guess it's mostly about just the amount of research you're willing to do. Again, it depends how like, what do you consider a gaming PC, and like how big are your requirements for it? Because if you would just want to play Minecraft with shaders and stuff, you can spend uh, 1,200 euros and get a pretty decent one. That's gonna last you for at least a couple of years. If you're looking to get something that's of higher quality, like where you can play some of the newer games out on ultra graphics, you might need to pay a little bit more than that. But again, it all just sort of depends on what your requirements are and what you want to play on said computer. How much you're willing to spend is a lot of the time sort of the big question in regards to those things. Well, sorry. Okay. I would say that you should figure out what it is, what sort of games you want to play, like the requirements for it. Because if you can, like, find a game that, like, let's say you want to play Minecraft with shaders, right? Most of the time you can get away with purchasing a low-end gaming computer. And you can probably get away with only spending like $1,200 on it. That's still like a lot, 1,200 euros. That's still a lot of money, but that should keep you satisfied for a couple of years. Because you don't need like all of the newest graphics for it. My PC, keep in mind I bought this 4 years ago and it cost about 4.5 thousand euros. Because there was a lot of games that I wanted to play that were a lot more demanding than Minecraft, for an example. Looking back, would I have bought the same computer for this much money? Not sure, actually. Just gonna cap this off a little bit. I do find myself thinking it's a little bit too wide. Melted gamer, oh sorry, meltdown. Well, well, with 3,000 you can get very far. So, if you have that kind of money, then I mean, just I would suggest you look up at some of the custom builds. I can't remember which country you live in, but you should be able to find a custom build computer quite easily that can sort of satisfy your needs then. But bear in mind, like, you don't need a computer that can run like if you spend 3,000, you're gonna have a computer that can run most of the Souls games on the highest amount of graphics. And I doubt you're gonna need that, but if you really want a computer that can last you for years on end, then it's not a bad idea to spend a lot of money on it. But you should keep in mind that you're only doing it to secure your future, not because it's actually gonna make a difference right now. Yeah, sorry. It's just the Twitch chat sort of when I see someone writing in Twitch, I look more at their name rather than their profile picture, because they don't have one from my perspective. Well, I think I don't know whether they service you, but I bought my computer from something called Shark Gaming. I don't know whether or not they have the service outside of Denmark. I'm actually not sure. But you could probably look up some of the local companies at your in your country. Again, I'm not sponsored or anything. I would love to be sponsored by these guys, but that's from where I bought my computer. And just look for someone who does sort of the same service. and then check them out on Trustpilot just to make sure that they're as good as they claim, right? Hmm. I don't know. I think you should check out some options where the computers have been built for you. I think that's gonna be your best bet at getting like a good deal. And like you can get a better PC by building it yourself. Like don't get me wrong. But if you're not feeling confident in your computer building skills, I would always recommend to get a pre-built one. Just because then you don't have to sit with the sort of worry that you're going to break something yourself. Like that's especially when I went out and bought something for 4,500 euros, right? At that point, I could like that's money you can buy a car for, um, or with that kind of money you can buy a car. So I really wanted to make sure that if I were to buy one, or if I were to buy it, I couldn't break it by doing something wrong, which is unfortunately quite easy to do. Like even if you just put on the thermal paste wrong and bend a pin or something like that, you can end up spending a lot of money to replace that part that you broke. So I really liked sort of the idea of having someone professionally do it, because if they were to mess it up, then like they cover the cost of it. So try and check out your local game companies, and they're probably going to be able to offer you a pretty decent price for it. I think that area there is a little bit thick. Let's just change that up. So this bit here, we're just gonna take it in a bit here. Perfect. Okay. I'm not sure I like that little bit there. It's Danish crowns. DKK. It's worth a lot less than a euro, if that gives you any inkling on the sort of pricing it is. I think 1 euro is about Danish 7 crowns. 7 of them, so like Danish crowns are worth absolutely nothing, or at least not worth a lot. 7.6 or something like that. So you can always just divide, or divide whatever price you see in there by 7. Plus, also like the pricing you look at there might not reflect what it costs in your country. I'm just saying, find a provider that can give you the same sort of service as they do, where they build it and you can sort of choose your own parts and stuff for it. Most of the time, you're going to get away a little bit cheaper that way, with you choosing the parts. And you're also, and while doing that, you're also going to make sure that all the parts actually fit into the computer. Like I've had mates who bought like a super expensive cabinet and then found out that the cabinet was actually too small to fit the parts they bought when they were building it themselves. So there's a lot of things to consider when building a computer on your own, and that's why I tend not to. I have built a couple in the past, and I've wrecked a couple in the past too. From, for example, bending a pin when I was cleaning it out. The only thing I would really recommend is not in regards to graphics cards or anything like that, but is when you're looking for when you're choosing your CPU, choose Intel, and then make sure you choose an Intel that is from 2023 and forward, not anything that's older than that, because all Intel CPUs have had a mistake where they slowly burn themselves out over 5 years. Like mine is almost burned out, and I have to probably get a new one, even though I've switched the thermal paste almost monthly and clean out my computer. Like it's just a design flaw, and they knew they had it. Nobody was just pressing them to change it up or fix it. So, hey Kiwi, welcome. No, the server's not on right now. I can't turn it on. It's having some issues. It's just continuously showing starting. So I pinged Aaron, even though he said that it was up and running and ready to play on. It's at least I can't start it or get it to boot fully up. So we're sort of waiting for him to take a look at it. I think it's one of the new VIA mods that are on it. That is struggling with a bit. Alright, so we are looking at this new path, and I think we want to build up a new house over here first. It might not be as big as that one because it has its own dock, but it might not be a lot smaller either. But we're sort of going to go with the same style for it, which means the wooden frame where we're using birchwood and oak wood. Oh, plenty. So let's get a bunch of that. So we have that, nice. That should get us started. At least that way I can put down the frame for this house, for the new house over here. So I think we're gonna pop a house here where it has sort of a small veranda or a small outdoor area up, like coming out from here, where you can walk out and stand. Making the house actually a lot smaller, since a lot of the area is going to be used on just that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here on the 6th, we're going to build up a pillar. Like that. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and pillar there, and pillar here. Like, not a huge house this is going to be. We are going to make it a little bit bigger than this. Oh, whoops, you're a bit too tall. So I'm just gonna move this down so we actually have the amount of space that we need. I might try and build it up towards that area there. Alright, see you later, Fawn. You too, man, you too. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, so here. and make that the end of the house. Then it's going to be sort of a long house, but that's fine. We shave these off, or it's not shaving, it's what is it called? I don't know. But we're gonna make sort of a tower here, I think. But that would look quite nice. It doesn't need to be very tall on this end though. Ah, right. I wanted to fly over there, but missed the jump. So I think we're going to bring this all the way up here. So now we have sort of this here. Shear those. Wait, what? Ah, right, strip is what it's called. There we go. I was struggling to remember the name of it. I suppose I can... Oh, we haven't actually picked up a piece of stripped oak. That's wild. That's pretty wild. So we have the main part there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have that on the diagonal here on the 5. Just making it a little bit taller than the usual ones we do. What's up, Meltdown? Of course, the corner there is not stripped either, so let's just get that stripped. So that's sort of going to be the base for the house. It's sort of a simple base, but I might make it a little bit taller on the, but in case I do that, I'm gonna make it more towery and have it, oh, wait, and sort of have it come in a bit. But I did not notice I hadn't put this down. So of course we're just gonna fix that up real quick so it's actually connected. Wonderful. Then we're gonna bring these in, sort of the same design as we did on the other part. This does quite limit how much space there are actually inside of the house, but like I might be done doing the sort of part of the building style I have been doing, because I really like doing this. Like, it just looks good, double layering the walls. It just doesn't make a lot of sense in regards to building. As for this, do I continue? I could bring it all the way up here and sort of have it come around here instead. All of that is wrong. Hey Jesse, welcome. Birchwood is your kryptonite, really? Wow, that was a good jump from the Elytra. I think it really works well with, like, when you're stripping it. Like, I don't like birchwood as just birchwood, but I do quite like birchwood when it's, coming through like this. I do quite like it when you work with it like that, but it's certainly a different style than we usually go with. Plus, I want to try and use some blocks that we haven't used throughout the village, mostly because I think a fishing town needs to look a little bit more rough around the edges. Maybe, I know this is gonna sound kind of rude, especially if any of you are from a fishing town, but I feel like a lot of fishing towns look sort of poor, using lower quality materials. A good price for Duridium. 2 netherite ingots and some change per, and some 2 netherite ingots, some blaze rod. Let's just say two netherite ingots and 3 blaze rods for 1 Duridium ingot. Hey, gaming guy. Well, I'm from Denmark. The rest of them, I have heard, they have told me where they're from, but I have a horrible memory in that regard. Alright, well, in that regard, generally speaking. So we go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is where the veranda is gonna come in. And I think I want to do that in raw oak wood. Well, we could actually also do it in dark oak. Yeah, I think we're gonna switch this out for dark oak, because I think it's gonna contrast nicely with the rest of the build. And I want to make it seem like it is maybe an add-on to the make a build with every block. Oh, that would either have to be a very, very, very big build, or some sort of pixel art. I'm not quite sure how. I can play with that idea in my head for a while. How I would go about making a build with every block. But like my immediate thought is that it needs to be pretty huge in order for it, because I could probably do it, but then it would be, most of it would be for like a gradient. I would probably try and make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we move up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we move down here. And we remove this light here, which is going to be sort of a shame, because that means things can spawn around here, but it's fine. Make me a crafting table. Again, I don't we go. I guess we can place the crafting table there for now. I'm not quite sure how I would go about making a build using all blocks. The more I think about it, the more impossible it seems. At least to make something that looks good. Like I can use all blocks to make a cube. But I can't really think of a way to... Well, first of all, obtaining all blocks are going to be excessively difficult, like getting bedrock and stuff. But I think that is going to be the base of this build. We're just gonna bring this out by 1. Same on here. Well, no, not on here. Now that I think about it. Because then we can make a platform that goes up here. Just to indicate that. I did just remove the crafting table, so let's pop that there. Drop this here. Just bring in the light again. So now we're going to start with some of the detailing, which I think is going to be done in spruce wood. And we're just going to go manually chop a bunch of that. Like, we can take away all the spruce trees here, I think, and then we'll have enough on this little island here. Wait, is that an igloo? How did I miss that? Is there... Oh, there's even... What the hell? Is there room down here? I don't think so. This looks pretty, looks like there's nothing here. Shame. But kinda fun. I'm not the only Danish streamer here. Am I not? So, you're from Denmark too? Or, like, how am I supposed to interpret it? Huh. Well, that's actually kind of cute. Having that here. And to think I never knew that there was an igloo right next to our base, considering we've been in the world for 2,000 days. I love those sort of discoveries. Like, I think it's so cool discovering something new about your world that you had no idea were even there. Like, I think that's so uber cool. Okay, so we have that one. Alright, well, I mean, welcome. We try to keep the chat in English, though, just, as a, oh no, that means there's always also someone who can call me out whenever I, I accidentally make a mistake in Danish, or whenever I say something in Danish that I'm not supposed to. No. Oh well, I suppose we'll have to handle that when we get there. We have a little bit of dirt. Nice. I suppose we'll be picking up a bunch of sticks too while doing this. Sticks and saplings. What's up? Why do I want to call you Pickle half the time, Kiwi? That's pickles and kiwis have nothing to do with each other. It's just like something inside me is like, oh, alright, that's Pickle. But I'll but what's up, Kiwi? Alright, that should be about a quarter of the island sort of chopped down. Oh no. But there's like a site you can use for it? That's actually pretty gnarly. Gnarly, I suppose you could call it. Oh. Alright. Oops, I don't actually want any of those spruce leaves. Like, that's the one thing about spruce trees I don't particularly like. Like, I think I like it as a base. Like, I really like the color of spruce. And the way they made everything look, all the small blocks you use for it. Like trapdoors, doors, and all that. I really like how they look, but these leaves are absolutely atrocious. But I suppose they're supposed to be needles too, like pins and needles. So I guess they sort of nailed it in that regard. They do feel a lot more pointy than just regular leaves. I don't think I can reach the top one of this one. Oh, I can. Nice. Wait, hold on. You're just gonna see if you can make a trader out of execute command blocks and stuff. Alright. Yeah, that might be, actually, Kiwi, it was something I wanted to talk to you about, because Aaron was talking about loot boxes on the server. And seeing, and like he was saying that it was probably only executable through certain mods. But I wanted to run it past you. Would you be able to do that through commands? Like, would you be able to do it without a mod? Like where you get randomized loot out of because like the way I see it, could you recode or could you redo a one of those from the dungeons, like one of those where you like get a key and then could you do custom loot out of that? Or rather, could you get custom items or stuff like that from those? And then sell keys for them from a because then we could like get keys and you could buy one of those or use a key on one of them that you can get through either rewards or maybe buy through a custom villager. At least that was my thinking, but like again, I have absolutely no clue whether or not that's possible. But you seem like the kind of guy who would know, or at least know how to figure out whether it's possible or not. Know what to search for. If anyone can do it, I believe that's you, so. I suppose it's a compliment, but it's also, I guess it's also kind of work for you. Wait, where did I get those white carpets from? Huh. Alright, from the inside of the igloo thing. Is it something we could download to the server, a data pack that you could use for because I don't mind making your job easier if it's not something that's heavy, and data packs are usually pretty light. Ah, right, yeah, that's well, actually, I'm not so sure about that. Isn't data packs more reliable to work on Bedrock than mods are? Because all of Bedrock's quote-unquote mods are actually just data packs, if I remember correctly. Or are more like data packs than they are like mods. I feel like I heard that somewhere in a video, but I'm not sure. Wait, did I take care of this one? I did not. Alright, yeah. Oh, we still have one over here? No, that's a dirt pillar. Oh, we have a tree here. Okay, did we clear out this island then? Yeah, I think we did. Wonderful. Hey, Salsel. And hey, Meltdown. And no, you don't need a hacker, Meltdown. Okay. I personally had a lovely day so far. So. How about you, man? Everything good? Alright, let's get rid of all the things that I don't want from this, like the stakes, this. There we go. Okay. Well, maybe I shouldn't have chucked away the die, right? We're actually running kinda low. Well, to me that sounds more like you need a guy who's just tech savvy. Alright, let's try and start out with this, framing it a little bit more. Now, the issue with this is this area here, but we'll deal with that as we go. Because I do think I have to put them on the inside there, rather on the outside as we have been doing. These ones are sort of easy though, the ones out here, but well, actually just clear this out so it's the same level at least. Just so I know what to work, I have what to work with. You wore... Wait, what? You ate chicken, you drank water, you read a book? Well, that's a good thing. You licked the floor? I mean, you shouldn't lick the floor. You touch rocks? Good. And you wore a blanket. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Alright, see you later, Meltdown. But you really shouldn't be licking floors, dude. I'm saying that out of concern for your health. Not to shame you or anything, I'm just saying that's probably not a good long-term idea to do stuff like that, you know. It's it sounds kind of like that could get bad for you real quick. Well, it only takes half a second. And I would get upset if you got seriously sick. That would upset me for sure. Especially from, well, if you got sick from licking the floor, I suppose I would be a little bit less upset and just be like, ah, dude, you're a dumbass. But generally speaking, I think it would be a shame. Okay, so I turned that one the wrong way around, excuse you. There we go. So now I think I start coming in with some fence. So let's just make some sticks so I can make some fence. Plenty of it, especially for like these parts here. To make that come up under there. Whoops, we're actually missing some stairs. So like, let's make a bunch of those so we have stairs for days. Did I not do that all the way around here? Apparently not. There we go. Well, it is sort of odd that you're talking about it, but I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Let's just get some more wood so we can make some trapdoors. Because I think I want to line the inside like this with trapdoors. Not quite sure what I want to do up here. I might just do a line of slabs like this to open it up and then end on some trapdoors. Let's move that around. So we have these gaps. Because that should do the lower levels. Now, we're just going to jump up here and do the upper levels. Though this is taking up a lot more trapdoors than we made, so we're just gonna have to go down and get some more in a second. Some mores? Some more. Well, we're building. I decided to make a sort of a fishing part of the village down here. So I'm sort of making a new house for it, though it's going to be a lot smaller than that one. But I'm going to try and stick with sort of the same style for it. So, meaning we're going to be doing the same sort of roof, same out of acacia. We're going to do the same outline, and we're going to pop in copper to it too. But it's going to be sort of a layered house, this one. I'm going to have the same sort of roof I have here come out from this, just to maybe a block out, and then sort of, or curve it a bit out, up into a tip, and then make it come back in here, where we're going to have another one come out, and a little bit back. And sort of make the entrance come from here, like take that path, and make it run all the way up here. So we're sort of just making some simple houses today, some simple foundations for them. And I'm hoping that I can sort of fit in a few houses in today's stream. Like, they're not going to be as big and elaborate as that one, so I think it should be doable. That being said, though, we need more trapdoors. 32 is not going to cut it all the way, but it's going to do for now. Well, not necessarily. It depends on who knows, maybe some archaeologist is gonna sort of look into old computers and find this world and open it up in 5 billion years. Like when they study the behavior of a species known as humans, or that called themselves humans. They're gonna come across all sorts of random things. Alright, let's just get some shulkers for clearing out my inventory, because I also want to be bringing in a little bit of stone into that build. So we're gonna grab, well, apparently only one shulker here in the beginning, and chuck in all of this wooden stuff. And we're gonna grab another shulker to pop in all of the stone and sort of those kind of things. Alright, so I want some of this stone. I should have some walls lying around here. I guess we'll use these walls, it's fine. Let's grab a stack of this and 2 stacks of regular stone. And also just some regular, well, let's go with the cracked and a stack of cracked and a stack of regular. Let's also get some light for the area. Alright, see you later also. Nice of you to join in today. Again today. Let's get some pots and some plants. Maybe some of these and some saplings of different kinds. I need to keep at least 4 of those, so we're gonna grab some acacia. Let's grab some oak leaves too. Some of these. Some of these. And a little bit of moss. Who knows? Maybe that will be a good fit for it. And we'll chuck all of this in this shulker here. Let's just get some a 3rd shulker before we leave. That's supposed to fit all of our acacia in. Let's just grab a little bit more acacia. So we can make more if we want to. Grab in some copper. That's what I was looking for. Copper, and let's also grab some glow lichen while we're at it. Okay, these 3 shulkers should have everything we need in order to complete more or less this house over here. I want some buttons too. 34 buttons should do. And there we go. Alright, so let's just set up base or set up building area here. For now, let's just keep that there. Okay. So let's start with a little bit of outside detailing. That means chains and lanterns. it means buttons. I chucked those in here, didn't I? For like these parts. I don't want a button there. Can I reach that? Yeah, nice. It means some trapdoors. Because I do want these just to have a little bit of a curve downwards before we start with the buttons. Really? So we're gonna do the same thing where we have like buttons come all the way down on the outwards facing. We're gonna chuck a button onto here and here. We're gonna grab some flower pots and some flowers. Let's just get some fence too. And we're going to be continuing to use these fence types here. Alright, I actually want to keep those. Okay. So we're going to be chucking that over here. Lantern. Hey Fishy, welcome. Good seeing you again, man. I wonder what would happen. Well, I do like that for starters, so let's just do that all the way around. Well, yesterday we made this house down here, which I ended up really liking. Like it's very different from a lot of the houses that we have made. It feels sort of older and feels sort of cheaper in a sense. So I decided I wanted to make sort of a fishing district down here. We also made a few boats here and there. So I sort of wanted a few more houses down here, and we've sort of gotten started on this one. And we're sort of getting that put in, and a few details around here just to sort of liven up the area. The sugar-coated opinion? Yeah. It does need to be sugar-coated though. You're more than welcome to just say whatever you think. And I don't mind placing like that on top, actually. Perfect. Alright, let's get rid of these for now. Grab a little bit of this, and I'm not quite sure where I want to put this in, but you got eye cancer looking at this one? Oh, really? I actually kind of like it. It's a lot different from what I usually build. But honestly, I think it's like a kind of a cute build. I kind of like what it's got going for it. Well, I'm happy you do like it. I suppose. Let's just move that over here. I suppose that means that we suddenly got some areas where things can spawn, yeah? Or no? Huh, neat. Alright, so I could completely do this here. Like just pop that in here. Because this is supposed to be sort of a tower-ish thing. Yeah, I don't mind that at all, actually. Yeah, I know, I know. But it's actually sort of intentional. Because first of all, I challenged myself with using pretty much every wood type in this build, meaning that there is dark oak, spruce, jungle, oak, birch. I couldn't figure out how to pop in. Well, I suppose I didn't use mangrove either, but like all the cheap looks or all the cheap all the blocks are sort of cheap, and I think, well, first of all, the copper is gonna, like, the plan is that it's going to oxidize all the way, making the entire thing feel a little bit more weathered. And we have overall been going for a style where we've been using a light color bottom and then darker on the top. And we've been going for that, I think, pretty much throughout all of our builds. Like, it's especially apparent on this one, while it is a little bit more solid with all the stone. I wanted this down here to feel sort of cheap, like it was easy built houses. I'm not sure, because once I get a few more houses in here, I think I'm going to try and connect the... That's good, Meltdown. I'm going to try and connect some of the leaves going through some of the houses, or from houses, to have sort of like... I don't know the English word for it. Huh, that's kind of odd. But I'm going to try and fit some of the leaves to hang through between some of the builds, which I think is going to look really nice once we get more of them. But I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm just going to continue straight with the roof here now, just to sort of figure out where I am in the build process. Meaning, we grab some spruce logs, spruce this, spruce that, some more logs. There we go, there we go. Well, personally, Pickle and I have a very different building style. And he goes for clean builds, and I go for messy builds that look like they've been there for a long time. Like, there's not a single build in this world, maybe besides the dragon, that he hasn't said that he hated in a sense or another. But I do think that all of it looks great together here. I'm sort of more of the bigger picture kind of builder guy, where I think Pickle builds small gems that look good on their own, whereas I go for a more realistic style, despite building in a fantasy style. Oh, phantoms. All right. Where I build more for the completed picture. Well, but that's the thing. Smooth build. I really dislike smooth builds. I can build smooth. It's I don't think so, honestly. Like, well, if I have to be brutally honest, I actually think some of the builds that he sent me personally is hot garbage. Not to be but they work nicely on their own, but they work terribly when you put them together in a village. And that's sort of it is a generalization, but I do yeah, you're more than welcome to. I stand by those words. Ow. Alright, let's continue this up. Well, Meltdown, you should always remember to back up your stuff, otherwise, like, you losing your stuff is kind of on your own, isn't it? And we bring that up. That's gonna hit the tower. Tower we move up. Yeah, okay, good. But should I pull up a line here? Or should I just make it... no, we're gonna pull up a line. Well, good for him. Definitely good for him. That is pretty nice. I could actually, since I plan on bringing that in one more anyway, do the same thing. Turn that around. Yes, there you go. And now we simply just connect these up with the... let's just clear the inventory. And we grasp some of this. That should do it. No, well, I sort of, Pickle. I was saying that some of the things that you sent to me, I would consider to be, and I quote, hot garbage. But it's just a difference of building style. I see where you're going with them. It's just I personally really dislike some of this stuff that you sent to me. For example, like if I have to be particular, it would be the the pathways that you sent and stuff like that. It's not an attack on your well, I suppose my wording wasn't particularly nice, but don't take it the wrong way. It's just a question of building style. Wait, what am I doing here? These are supposed to be straight blocks. Oh. Hmm. Well, I suppose it's up to you whether or not you want to take it or not. It's 100% up to you, dude. And I think I want to move this down a bit here. Possibly switch these two. And switch this one here and this one for that. Nice. Then we can use the yep. Okay, good. And we go down. Oh, right. I completely forgot to fill out this. Right. Alright, meltdown. Not, I think you've been spamming chat, but sure. Have a wonderful time, yeah? Let's get that in there. Run a line of blocks here. I don't know, Let's chuck down a lantern for now. We'll probably fix that with some glow lighting later, but quite simple. When we get the tower in, I think that's going to be a very simple build, but fit the style. Alright, there you go. In with this. In with this for now. Once we get some things up on the side, I think we're gonna maybe even triple layer that. Oh yeah, I had a really weird idea, but I think that it might fit, though I'm not quite sure. So if I bring that out by one, remove that. I really want a thin line there. Remove. Oh wait, we could also do it in stone. Because with stone I can very easily do that. Okay. Need a couple of stairs. And we're gonna turn them upside down. Huh. I do have some stone. Nice. Turn those upside down. Grab some of these. Have it curve a little bit. Hello. I want to have it curve this way. Thank you. This way. Thank you. Probably gonna need a couple of slabs too. Let's just do that in regular stone though. And this. I might even make that come through a little bit. So what if we were to double layer all of this for almost like a small hangout inside of this area. Again, I do realize that this looks super odd, but I want to make it feel like it has been added onto over the years as they passed from owner to owner. Which I think that somewhat achieves. Now let's grab and put in a bit of... Oh, right, of course. Bye. How do I want to do that? Ah, right, fence gates. Especially off the wall. What do I want to fill that gap with? That's annoying. I might want to change those out for a stair. Alright, I should just have done that right away. Do I want to have chains hanging off that? No. Alright, so now I think we've built up the tower just a bit, and I think we're going to do that in stone. So, let's just make room for stone in our inventory. I want some coupled stones in here. And I can't decide whether I want a whether or not I want to make it round, the tower, for this building, or whether it should just be square coming up. I think we'll start with a square one, and then I can always change my mind later. Well, maybe not, not completely square. Let's actually do it like just the 3. I might run something up here in the middle, just as support. So that's a 6, and I want it to go up, what, 5 above the top point of that. So now they're equal. Three. And 5. Hey gaming guy. No, the server is not currently on. It seems to be having a few issues. So it might be a little while before it comes on. I have texted my my guy for it, but he is quite busy at the time, so I hope that the server will be on soon. Hey Stomplex. Let's just get 4 like these. Then let's take... Wait, do I want to do more of a full block stair wall thing? Because then I could put windows and small lookout points from it. I think so. So let's just grab that. What do you mean, Stomplex? Full block? Oh. Really? Ah, right. Nah, don't worry about it, dude. I sort of get it. I sort of get it. So. There we go. To about there. We then chuck in one of these here. And then we go down. Grab this so we can make a hole. Ah, look, dude. I really don't mind. It's I get why you could get upset about it. So it's not really a thing where I'm like, wow, that's out of line. So don't worry about it one bit, dude. Don't worry. Let's just connect that up a little bit, because then I will make a path that comes up here and ladder part. I suppose we can do the same thing, like just without the window here, but I can make a hole for a window. Not that that's gonna matter much. We're just also gonna fit that onto the sides. Late live, wait, what do you mean? Alright, let's bring that up here. Well, it's falling in quite a bit with the wall behind it. So I think we're gonna do some detailing in acacia. So let's grab out some acacia, and I think some acacia trapdoors will do just fine for this. Just to help draw out a little bit of that. Oh, that's not where we wanted to go. Oh well. Oh, did I not build that up? Kick. just to give it a little bit more of that feel there. I do still need a few stairs. 3 should be enough, but I do want to have them be somewhat... Did I break 2? Not that you can do a bunch from this window, but... Is that not a possible jump? Ah, right, but... okay, fine. I don't mind one of them being broken, actually. That's... Now it should be a little bit more clear that that's not part of the mountain, but we can still do more. The gray here is not going to help out a bunch in regards to that. Your puff bar tastes weird. I must admit I don't actually know what a puff bar is. But if it tastes weird, you probably shouldn't be eating it, dude. I might want to switch these round here to like give pop on some birch. Stairs onto that. The flavor, does the flavor of them taste different? Pardon? What are you talking about? Alright, I actually want to be right here, up here. Not sure what we're going to do instead of the iron here. I might just do a triple thick inside then. So you can only crawl up by 1. Really. Well, I suppose it's just you being sick then, not anything else. But then again, I still don't know what a puff bar is. So I'm not really sure I could speak to it being different or not. Yeah, I think we're just gonna fill the tower on the inside here with a double thick. Well, first of all, you shouldn't vape. I know that's rich coming from a guy who vapes, but I'm old enough to tell you that it's a dumb idea. Let's just get some light in here. Like this is... It's stupid not to have any. Well, regardless, you really shouldn't be doing that kind of stuff, dude. It's not good for you. And you're young enough to quit still, so... Without it being too difficult. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. So, let's get the stone. Well, you should find another thing that keeps you relaxed. I think I've said something like that before. Go for a run or something. It only keeps you relaxed because you allow it to keep you relaxed. There isn't like a deeper meaning to it. Alright. Neadio. I think I might want to go for a even tighter fix on those. Meaning we pop in some oak, and where's the buttons? Where's the button? Oh, there we go. Well, I really do mean it, dude. You should, in a sense, quit while you're ahead, I suppose is like one of the best ways of saying it. Alright, let's get that in there. Strip it and pop on these here. Remove that. And all that. Grab some more stairs, because we're going to need more stairs for this. Nah. I purposely keep my flavor as yucky as possible, so I'm not gonna miss it as much when I do quit. I quit whenever like I have a tendency to quit whenever I get into a semi-serious relationship. And I'm gonna stick with that sort of philosophy on it, I suppose. I think it's a good idea to always quit when you're... If you see a future with a person, then you shouldn't be smoking. Or vaping. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let's just switch all of this out. Good stuff. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Well, I could also turn them that way, but I think I want it more like this. Really? Come on. There you go. Not quite sure what to do there, but we'll... How am I level 228? Well, we have a pretty massive XP farm. That certainly helps. Plus, I actually think it's kind of low compared to how many days we're in. At least when I see other hardcore YouTubers sort of do their thing, they're sort of level 2000 or something insane like that at this point in their playthrough. I could also just grab some walls. Don't have a lot of walls though, but we can just make a few. Yeah, just a second. Like you want to see the statistics for it. You go into statistics, so like you go into the menu, statistics, mobs, and then you have them here. So, for example, I killed 51,000 pillagers. And my next highest number, if it hasn't overtaken it yet, 45,000 zombified piglins. Right, almost killed 100,000 mobs just in 2 categories. If we were to combine it all, we might. Nah, don't worry about it. Just if you ever have a question, you're more than welcome to just ask it. Like my Minecraft knowledge is limited, especially when it comes to like seeing through things. Like it's not that long ago that I think it was Pickle and Exclusive that taught me how to open the pie chart. Not that I've ever had a need to open the pie chart, but right, this is not where I want to go. This is. And we'll pop one in here too. Just for like I might make a second floor up there just for well, despite it being a phase, you shouldn't excuse wait. I'm gonna try and say this as gently as possible, but there's no such thing as a phase that makes you vape. There are phases in your life for sure, like don't get me wrong, it's just that wouldn't be one of them. That excuses you vaping, killing your body slowly. We all go through phases in our lives, and choosing drugs, which it is. Vaping is a drug, or rather nicotine, and even if you smoke without nicotine in it, it still functions as a there's a specific term for it, but it's essentially just like a ritual drug. Like there are studies where people smoke and do stuff without being addicted, or at least without the nicotine, and they still get addicted to it due to the habit. Most of the time it's the habit that's difficult to shake and not the well, if you can, I suggest you do. Like I can't really be too critic of it as I vape myself, but I do think that if you have the mental capacity to stop right now, I think you should. I think that would be good for you. Besides, it really sucks to vape. Like, let's be real. Getting a little bit panicked whenever you can't vape because it's what you want to do is like, I reckon it actually stresses one more than it does like vaping. Like, while it might relax you, or smoking in general, it might stress you when you can't do it, or it might not stress you when you can do it, but for most of your life you're going to be in situations where it's not a good thing to be doing. I think we're going to switch the corners on this tower. Alright, there are no corners. In that case... it will probably be best to do with some slabs here. Welcome back, Pickle. And then just chuck a one of these on top. Again, this should help a little bit with just making it pop a little bit out of the Alright. Oh, we broke a lot more than we wanted to there. Yeah, that helps him pop out plenty. Oh yeah, sure. It's sort of an odd looking build, and it's by no means done, and it blends a lot with the mountain, and I still haven't quite... If you have any suggestions on how to just pop it out with a little bit of detail. I'm listening. What are you on about? It's gonna look great once we have a few more houses in here. I could probably have done this with some darker stone, maybe a tough variant. Well, I guess you're just gonna have to see once it's once the rest of the builds are in here. Let's pop that back in there. All of this in here. That in there. Grab out some spruce. I really don't have a lot of spruce left on me, do I? Hey Fishy, welcome. Well, if you Hmm, do I want to keep it up? No, I don't want to do that for this. I might want to bring it out. No. Well, pickle. As I said, we have very different building styles, and I'm 100% sure I could build something you would find amazing, but it's just not my building style. Wait, I could give it a trim here. With the acacia trapdoors? Sure. Though I am plenty motivated, don't worry guys. There's nothing there. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. Should I do it as an open tower or should I do it as a closed? I could sort of do the same thing I did over there. Though this roof is a lot more extreme than the one over there. But no, I think we're going to stick with that sort of tippity top when we do towers. Yeah. So essentially, I'm just going to do it in the solid only roof building blocks. Okay. Let's just make sure we have these. I'm going to bring it up by 2 here in the beginning. I think it's going to be like this, yeah? Grab out the axe. And we can very easily fit a lightning rod onto this. That's also going to help me out with it not burning. So wait, let's change that. And get some slab stairs and stuff onto this. Like a breathalyzer, yeah. I know. I'll try to cut down on it a bit. Yeah, how about that? Just for you guys. Damn, that's the first time I've been called a breath analyzer. That's not gonna lie, it's actually kind of funny, I think. Wait, hold on. Huh? There we go. Oh wait, let's cover. Hey, next level tryhard, welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Can't quite jump that. Can we jump that? Yes, we can. Yeah, I saw it too, Pickle. Oh yeah, that's kind of cozy. I kind of like that. Now, that's going to change color eventually. How has your day been, tryhard, though? Or would you... pretty good for me too, so far. Nothing to complain about, at least. Had a good day at work, and so far, streaming has been nice and chill. So, we kind of like that. Let's just get a lightning rod, and I think we're gonna go with some black stone walls into... 2 is probably a little bit much, but... Alright, it's cracked. Okay. Alright, let's get that. And... Polished black stone wall. Check. Pickle, don't bully him too much, yeah? A little bit of bullying is, of course, is alright, but don't bully him too much. Let's get a dark oak fence. Oh, yeah, since we have it, we might as well use it. So we go up here. Oh wait, that's not the dark. Huh. It seems like we're getting that lightning rod in place just at the right time. I should make some chains come down from up there. Well, are you trying to not maybe make me think streaming is nice, Pickle? Or what's your goal with this? How about we just have some regular chains hanging down on some of them? Oh. Damn, have you guys already run out of insults? I'm so disappointed, guys. You really need to up your game. Imagine. Ah, well, I won't be holding my breath for that then. I might suffocate. I hope you don't mind. Whenever you need to think, it usually takes a while, so... Well, I think you might have a point there. Next level. I do think you're somewhat right in that sense. Well, then you shouldn't do it, Meltdown. That's a pretty straightforward response, I think. In that case, you shouldn't do it. If you think it's illegal, then it probably is, and it's a dumb idea. I forgot to put buttons on these two over here. There you go. Alright, let's get some fence onto that though, since it needs a little bit of protection here. Though I think we're going to bring up the dark oak just... Ooh, that's spruce. I think we're going to bring up the dark oak just a wee bit here on the edges. I do think you have a point next level, sort of the whole whenever you're whenever a streamer doesn't actually have time to read messages, and that is sort of a pain. Right. Yeah, do that, pickle, and fish. Keep your make sure you keep your goal in mind and try and achieve it. Well, Dan, I would suggest you just pay someone to do it legally, but I have a feeling that you're not gonna, so just stay safe out there, yeah? I don't think you have money to spend for a lawsuit. What's another white block? Well, I guess we'll just use some more diorite. I don't mind. But let's make it like this. And grab that over here. TP? What do you mean? I'm not very familiar with most of the texture pack. Right. Well, as for texture packs, we have a lot, but vanilla tweaks are part of them. But there's enhanced vanilla. We have fancy crops, better leaves, clear glass, dramatic skies, blue spatter monsters. Like the immersive interface is maybe what you were talking about. So like that this looks different. That would be Shrimp's immersive textures, or was that what it called? Immersive interface by Shrimp. We have glowing ores, refresh bosses, some 3D doors, lanterns, eating animations, Prime's HD textures, bare bones for like villager nicers, and then we have the vanilla tweaks. Enhanced boss bars, so meaning whenever we're in a boss fight, it gets enhanced, it looks a little bit nicer. Then we have the vanilla tweaks. Chisu zombie pack. That actually only adds sounds. Like usually it would like make them look different, more like player skins, but blues take over that. Icons, that's why we have all of these icons. Faster better grass, so all green grass, coal leaves, and that's sort of it. But we have a bunch of texture packs that are currently online. So Yeah, they do. They do. I have looked at some of them, but I actually kind of like shrimps better because let's just try and open a few containers just for the showcase of it. At least I really like it. I think it's super, super good. So of course we have the regular chest, which just looks like you're opening a chest. Uh, we have a ender chest, which is so I'm not quite sure I like the inside of it, but like overall I still think it looks really nice. We have barrels, which look like a barrel. I actually really like this texture. It feels bottomless, which I think is super nice. We also have pop, 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 uh, the loom, which I think looks kind of nice. Like it's sort of difficult to see where things are. We have the smithing table, the furnace, or the blast furnace, which I actually think looks really nice. I really like the design on this. We have this, which is actually super useful too, because you have all the recipes here on the side. What else do we have? Oh yeah, villagers, I suppose. Villager trades actually are also part of it. So let's just jump over to a few villagers. The only downside with this is I can't actually see how much XP the villagers have here, but I think this is like I really like that. The only thing I would wish they did better was to like make the villager, for an example, this is farmer, have a hat. Like just make the interface reflect the thing. But I do think it's quite immersive, and I kind of like it. Alright, so let's get this in here. And Fish, in regards to that dragon comment, I'm gonna ignore it because I really like my dragon. Whoops. Yeah, right. Late game, late game you just instantly level it all the way up if you want to. Like we do have a raid farm too, so like emeralds is not an issue. Um, at least not yet. In 1.22 I hear that the raid farms are gonna stop working, which is gonna be a big bother, but we'll deal with it when we get there. Alright, so what does this house need now? I might want to do something to the edges here. I could probably get away with just putting fence on top of it to make it feel like it's a little bit less abruptly ending. But I suppose we want to be using spruce, or sorry, oak for it. So let's just make a few oak fences, that should be enough, and I need more ladders for the inside. I was sure I was holding a ladder, but apparently not. Alright, so now you can actually get up to here. I'm not sure I'm gonna do anything to up there, but we'll see. Well, I could actually also... hold on. Should I keep it in the middle instead? I think so. Because that way I can remove this entire line. And pop the stairs here instead. Which will also give us our access up to this level. Yeah, that's a much better, much more practical way of doing it. Well, there's nothing that should really be able to spawn here, I suppose, but... Well, I still have to figure out the design what we're gonna end this on. I might actually just go with straight walls for like straight. Well, we could switch up the walls a little bit. Have some of those, some of those. Make me walls. Make me walls. Alright, there's no such thing as stone walls. I've completely forgot about that. Huh. Well, in that case, I might want some cobblestone walls. And do I still have some... No, well, in that case, we make some. Just for that half block indent, but... Do I want to switch out this for something else? I could use a stone cutter. I just didn't want to spend a rocket on flying back, so. And I don't think. Well, now we're gonna spend a rocket on it, but I'm actually sure now that I think about it that you can't make just regular stone walls. They do have to be either cobblestone or andesite. Yeah, see, they only go up to stone brick, so apparently there's no walls for that. But I could just remove those, that entire line. Run a line of stone across here instead. Oh, that's dangerous. And then grab out the walls there. I suppose a little bit of stone brick might not be bad. What does that look like? It's actually not bad. Like, I'm not quite sure I like that, so if I were to also that for some full blocks, or blocks that act like full blocks, like that instead. Maybe an actual full block there. Flower pot. Check. Hey, Clips. Welcome. It's good seeing you again. Nah, don't worry about it. Next level. It's I was thinking the exact same thing. So. All right, but there was those. I wanted to try and correct that here with some fence here. I think that might be enough, but ow. Wow, that went horribly. Yeah, I'm adding in a few, sort of a new district. I'm gonna try and see if I can't complete this district within like the next 42 days. So we made that house yesterday. Today we've done some of, oh well, no, actually 2 days ago we made that house. Then we made the boats yesterday, and now we're making that house and probably only that house today. But we might pop in a few, like we're gonna pop in a few more going forward, because I really want to like make it feel like this is another part to the village. Yeah, I don't mind that actually being that square. It looks kind of odd, but I like the odd builds in this world. Now we just need some leaves and pop those on, and then we're probably about done with this build. Huh. Get the stone in there. Wood, 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 wood. So grab out our leaves. Well, once I'm hoping, like we didn't wax the copper on this, like so you can see there's a bunch of copper here. We didn't wax it, so it's eventually going to turn green like it does with this one, which or teal, I suppose is the correct color. And I think that's gonna bring in the leaves quite well, blend the leaves a little bit, and also make that roof stand out a little bit more from the cliff side, where it's currently very and we're just always gonna hide away the lantern we put up there fully. I'm also going to have to figure out how to close this off. I might just are we going to do walls again? Just from down here and all the way up? Yeah, I think so. Like there's no real need for this space, so it's all good. It's all good. How's those leaves looking though? A little bit heavy. Okay. So we're gonna try to remove the edges on these a little bit first. Let's get some acacia. So if I remove this here, we're just going to do it like that. A little bit less heavy, that's nice. Now though, this one is going to go. And the one below it. So this one. Yep, I kinda like that. Once we connect that up with Vine, like I'm gonna try to go for somewhat a viney feel between the houses for sort of a more distinct feel. Bring that one up. Does that look alright? Yeah, that's fine. So, while we have our leaves, I might as well wanna pop in a few leaves in spots like this, just to direct the path. And especially in spots like this where we have these open areas. Phantom swooshes. Let's get home. I don't want to deal with phantoms. And I think we might run some leaves down the backside there too. A little few anyway. Although I think that's going to clash with that. So is that just going to be the build? I think so. Small nice addition to the village here. Because then I can quite easily run a path from here and over there. Maybe a small path a little bit off in the front here. Oh, we have a wandering trader. Hello, sir. What are you selling? Tropical fish, spruce, jungle, great eye. Nothing I'm actually interested in. Okay. I could give this sort of a roof, though, if I wanted to. I doubt I want to, though. Alright, let's grab all the walls. And just finish up this here. So we're gonna bring it from all the way here and then across. Except we're gonna remove that. Oh, before I capture myself in here. I mean, it doesn't have a floor, a door, or anything yet, so I'm not quite done, it would seem. But that works for that, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Good. Okay, so we need a floor, a door, and a bunch of stuff. So I might want to do the flooring out of acacia just for giggles. So we're removing all of this. But since we have those walls there, I can't actually do the like that. So we're gonna have to deal with a gray line. Up to this level. And I don't mind having a stair there either. We're not going to do the interior of it, because again, there's a lot of... I want to sit down and do the interiors of all the houses at some point. But now is not the time. But I do need to figure out what to do for door here. I could just do the simple with the spruce and trapdoors. Spruce door and trapdoor. So I think we're going to do that. Oh. Oh yeah, next level, if you're still here, do let me know, because there's a couple of things I want to say if you are. Ah, whoops. I always forget door placement. It's sort of odd looking, not gonna lie. But I guess it's gonna work. It's fine. Let's just get some spruce lanterns on top of these. Let's just get a couple of those and the fence gates. I need more fence gates. One more is enough. If I don't misplace them. That is. Let's just fly up there, making it easy for ourselves. Oops. I want more fence gates. Well, I mean, you should be well rested for college, for sure, man. So I totally get it, don't worry. Can I do this? Not if I fall down, for sure. Over here. Okay. Is that good? That is good. Now I just need to go to the side, place. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Nice. Perfect. Of UN, United Nations? Yeah, I have. Ah, that's nice, dude. Well done. Well done. You should be proud of that. Alright, let's get a few more houses in. Should I plan out where they need to go? I probably should. So we're gonna pop another house there. We might as well, because if I make a path that comes... Well, we can make it curve up and around here. Or make it curve up and around here. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, because then we can put a house here. And a house over there. And another house over there. But yeah, I think that's a... Well, it's alright. Eclipse, sorry, it's the E names. Don't worry about it, man. I'm just happy you're here whenever you do have the time and want to. It's that's what makes me feel blessed. Not that you can't be here when you can't be here, because of course we all have lives, but the fact that people actually do take their time out of the day to come in and join in on the streams is what sort of matters to me. Or at least what makes it feel really nice. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be crossing my fingers for you, man. So if I put a house in between there and another house up here, I could choose one in there too, and then have another one here, maybe even two, of like these smaller scale houses. If I want to do that in 40 days though, I'm gonna have to really hurry up. I might have to design them in the design world, so I only need to gather up all the materials and then I can quite quickly go over all of it. Oh really? Sam did join and say that her lights went too, so it sort of sucks when that happens, doesn't it? Because if I make another house in between here, it's gonna be really easy to like use leaves as vines between them. As long as I keep them fairly close, like the new houses. I guess we can call it the fishing district design. But yeah, I actually really like that small house over there. It's sort of really simple. Oh, right. We're missing some light here now. I want it next to, I want it on top of. And also over here. This seems to be fine, but we'll just pop another one there. Remove the torches. That has been long overdue anyway. Yeah, yeah. I mean, whenever the light goes out, it just sucks. It's so disruptive to your day. Alright. I think we're gonna end the stream up here, and tomorrow we'll do a little bit more pathing. Probably do the path up around here. To connect the house to the road. And then another house. And I think we'll see how long that takes. I know Meltdown, but we're sort of like I'm not sure I have the energy to get into. Wow, that's a lot of money. That must be a wild gaming setup. Nice, dude. Send a picture in the Discord. I really want to see what a set up for that kind of money looks like. Sounds so cool. But yeah, we're gonna be running, I think, a path from maybe here. No, we're gonna take it from here and up and around. Well, no. I think I'm gonna remove those leaves. Or do I take it from here and up? No. We remove those. No. We do take it from. Yeah, we break it off here and we bring it up around that rock there. Bring it up around that. I think that's gonna be the pathing that we're gonna be doing. Alright, so we're just gonna fly up here and then I'm gonna end up do the ending the stream. Blah 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 blah. There we go. So thank you so much for watching. I had a brilliant time, and wait. Well, I'll look at it then. Give me just a second. Where are you sending it? In a DM or in a or in one of the channels? We'll look at it first before we end stream. Alright, alright. Ah, that's a pretty gnarly setup, not gonna lie. Though the picture is kind of terrible quality, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, but looks pretty cool, man. Anyway, I'm gonna end the stream up now, so thank you so much for watching. I had a brilliant time today. It was loads of fun. Have a wonderful day. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Cheerio, and Joe out.